Now, there is a lot more depth and complexity to it than that. Things like, where does being positive all the time start to just sound like total BS where people don't believe it? Things like when I'm feeling down and I'm going to share with the audience and I'm struggling with something, how do I do that in a way that you actually care? Because we've all got our own problems, why should I give a shit about yours? Things like with consistent narratives and, from our trip that's 5 day long, how do I make a 5-day episode arc about essentially the same subject? So there's a lot of depth to this, but I hope that this serves as a good sort of introduction into some of the thinking that I've had as I do this vlog. I want to end this first kind of instructional sharing video by saying this. Probably the most important thing to succeeding, whether it's in the vlog game, the YouTube game, or in the creative space at all, is this. You have to have your own thing. So if you follow this video perfectly and you make the most perfect Casey vlogs, you will have failed before you've begun. They don't want to see your Casey vlogs. They want to see your vlogs. They want to see what you can bring to the table.
Just wanted to take a second to share some thoughts on the topic of originality, being yourself. What does that even mean today? I don't know. One of the issues is that we live in a world where the first thing you do is you wake up and you look at other people's lives. It's very easy to create envy, jealousy, desire. It's very easy to want everything else outside of what you already have. The truth is, I do it too. We all go through it. This is something that's part of our life. It's not where we have to go downstairs in the living room, turn on the television, and we get to look at the world this way. No, the window to the world is literally in our hands, literally every single day. But here's the reality, it's not going anywhere, and it's gonna get better, meaning it's gonna get worse, or it's gonna get worse, meaning it's gonna get better. So we have to be able to manage ourselves with this idea of being ourselves. And I bring all these things up because it's so easy to look at other people's lives and to want what they want and to live the life or desire the life that they have because it looks cool, especially in a very social media driven world that we're living in today. So going back to the Casey video, Casey is probably a huge inspiration, not just to me, but to so many different people on the YouTube platform and the social media platform. Casey is a huge inspiration to so many of us. So it's gonna be very difficult to not do something that he's already done. I'm inspired by not only his work, but also his work ethic. There's a lot of areas to be inspired by. But I also realize that there's a lot of things about Casey that I'm not. Like, for example, he lives in New York City. I'm from Long Island. By the way, I'm wearing this sweater because this is my wife's sweater. We went to Port Jeff to get it in Long Island, New York because that's where she was born. How cool is that? We met in West Palm Beach, Florida, but she was born in Port Jeff, which is probably like 20 minutes away from where I grew up, Lake Ronkonkoma. Another film inspiration of mine is Sam Kolder. Sam Kolder is like the GOAT. I mean, so many creatives copy his style, myself included, because he made this style of filmmaking trendy. And as much as I admire his work, there's also a lot of things about him that I definitely am not. Like, I am not the person to climb the side of a mountain in the ocean and then dive off it. I'm not the type of person that's gonna go to the top of an abandoned building and stand there for a photo. I'm just not that guy. And that's okay. So it's realizing how much of myself I am, and then at the same time realizing how much I'm not. Another thing that I always try to remind myself is that just because somebody does something really well doesn't mean that I'll be able to do it as well, because they have their strengths and they have their weaknesses. So I have to be able to sit in this creative space and find out where I excel and where I need support, or where I need to work at, or where I need to work extra hard and focus on. Now, I'm not a specialist, but where I am specialized in is doing everything really good. The way that I put it is like, I'm not the hammer, I'm not the screwdriver, I'm not the saw, I'm not the scissors, but I'm the multi-tool. I'm the tool that has everything. I can't do everything great with this, but I could do a lot with this. Now, I'm not the best saw, the best hammer, I'm not the best screwdriver, but I am the best damn multi-tool. I'm freaking proud of that. And so, with all that being said, I'm gonna be going in a direction all over the place, but I'm gonna do my best to be as authentic, as honest, and creative, and still honoring the people that came before me, as well as moving forward into hopefully creating something new. That's me. But I do agree with Casey, because the goal in life is to be the best version of yourself. But if you base your life always trying to be somebody else, you're always gonna be second best, because that's not you. I was gonna say something else, but I forgot.
This house has a smell.
Probably because I've been cooking ramen.